Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Sexuayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show. Cousin Tracy?
What's up?
What's going on? You looking lovely, you know what I'm saying?
Got myself piped.
I see. Jeff Money?
Jeff Money on the one.
Shouts out to Jeff Money. You know what I'm saying? He got me yesterday,
right
so shouts out to Jeff Money. You know what I'm saying? Episode 89. Oh,
before you get into episode 89,
yeah.
speaking about yesterday, you going to post Glass's life in his picture. But he wanted everybody to see that he was piped. That cut. Thank you, Briggs. Thank you. I wasn't the only one that cut. That's me, too.
The glasses.
He going to try to divert things.
I'm like, come on, man. I see the beard lace.
It's piped. I was piped. Yo, I said, he trying to...
the glasses. I got some new glasses. And this is my second... my other frames I got, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Dang, I thought I was getting over, you know what I'm saying? I tried,
but
you know
Briggs, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that noticed.
The first thing I saw, and then when I read the caption, it wasn't loud enough. I said, he got that one. He got that one.
It's your fault, Jeff Money. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Episode 89, you know what I'm saying? We're moving right along here. And as you see, our special guest on the couch in the cage, you know what I'm saying? No stranger to the show. No stranger to the show, you know what I'm saying? We had him on when we were talking about what makes a good trainer, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. We had him on, him and Antoine, when we were just talking about them being new head coaches and whatnot. And yeah. Now we're gonna get more into the to cousin Tracy's wheelhouse, you know what I'm saying, this whole girls basketball situation a little bit. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, my man, one of my former assistant coaches, now, hey, how long you been at MedTech head coach wise? It was 3, 4?
It's my 4th year. You know, we lost.
Yeah, we lost the season, but 4 for the yep. He's the head girls coach at MedTech. You know what I'm saying, and he's doing wonders with that program. Has turned it around in a short amount of time, as I knew he would. You know what I'm saying, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, none other than my good friend Demetrius Briggs, Coach Briggs.
Appreciate y'all having me on, man. I appreciate you. I was telling him, it's crazy how far the show has come. I had to ask him if he had a sponsor, all this equipment, but I'm glad y'all doing y'all thing, man. I love watching the show each week.
We appreciate that.
Man.
We appreciate that. Definitely. That's what's up. So let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel, especially because you're in it, you know what I'm saying, by coaching it and whatnot, and your daughter, you know what I'm saying, seeing her come up playing, you know what I mean, all levels, and she's his daughter's playing at Rutgers Camden right now, right, doing well there. How do you feel? And I'm going to ask you the same thing too, cousin, but let's start with Briggs. How do you feel about the state of girls basketball right now? Because we talk a lot about guys basketball, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, we sprinkle in, the girls situation, but I always want to talk about the girls today, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, as far as the actual state of the actual game, it's in a really good space. Like, these young ladies are performing at a level, at an all-time high. They doing things that, you know, we never seen before, guys and girls.
Right.
For me, as a person that's been around the game because of my daughter, and of course now coaching at a high school, it doesn't get the attention that it deserves. Like I said, these young ladies are exceptional. You can look right here in South Jersey. You got players like Hannah.
Yeah, she's nice.
2 girls at Camden Catholic, Erin Battle, Cassidy Thompson. There's a couple girls in Delaware that's like they nationally ranked.
Right.
I mean, I train boys and girls.
Right.
And some of these girls way better than the boys.
Gotcha.
And it just doesn't get the attention and notoriety that it deserves. But I like where it's headed. It's just not heading there fast enough.
Got you. How about you, cuz? Because, you know, you coach it, you know what I'm saying? Your granddaughter has been playing now for a couple years. Like, what do you say?
I think I have a different take on it than Briggs. I'm not at the high school level, but I think the girls are getting started too late. Middle school, I think once the young people are in 6th, 7th grade, if they already don't have, it's hard to teach the game at that age. Yeah. If you don't have a little knowledge of the game. And what I seen this year from middle school, it was a struggle for everybody. because of the 3 years we lost with COVID,
Right.
and there was no middle school program, and then a lot of parents don't take their female athletes as serious as they take their sons, and they don't put in the extra money and time to do the work outside of what they have at the different schools and the different programs. And then when they realize that their daughter is serious about sports, it's always a catch-up game. Because think about it, and I'm going to be honest, think about it. Most parents want their little girls to be pretty in pink. So when they're 7 and 8, when most little boys are starting to get the sports training, a lot of parents still want their daughters to be pretty in pink, and they're not putting in the extra money to get them the fundamentals that they may need in any sport that they want to partake in. And then it'll take for the little girl to be like 11 or 12 and say, I really, really want to do this. Now they want to dump the money in it. But they're already behind the 8 ball, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
It makes perfect sense because the 3 girls that I named, I think back of their history, and their fathers, their parents got them started early. Early, super early. I got a player, Jada Jacobs, early. You know, she was nominated for a McDonald's All-American. But you see the difference in the girls,
that
like
start,
Tracy said, that start early.
Gotcha.
And it's a
Makes
unique
sense.
community too, because those girls that start early typically are kind of in that same net, that same form.
Gotcha.
Whereas those other girls that you're talking about that, you know, pretty in pink, you know what I mean, the parents really focused on them being girly per se, don't get access or don't get exposure to that competition level at that early age. You see the difference.
Like I didn't realize until I truly believe that my grandbaby suffers from a case of the lazies, right? But
Case of the lazies.
but she's talented, right? And I didn't realize until the other day, she's been playing. She came to you, Briggs, when she was like 5.
She was like 6.
5, 6. And she was with Don before then, like 4 or 5. She was with Don. Then she came with Briggs. And said, I'm like, yo, she's really been playing. Like, we really had her playing. We didn't get hard and serious with it until last year and year before. But we put her in the training. Like, she was
training up.
Yeah, she was training up. Like, she was with Don, and Don would play her up. And then when she started going to Briggs, he was training her up. And the thing about it was, at the end of the day, I didn't have her play.
Right.
Like, she wasn't playing parts of teams.
Right.
Last year was the first time she had the experience of playing with team. But we took everything she had been learning, all the small stuff, and then we probably put it into work. Now, and that's when I really felt like, for me, as someone who played and someone who, because I was a late player, like I was a late bloomer. I didn't touch a ball till I was in 8th grade. But I played baseball since I was 4, 3, 4.
Right.
And then I was a dancer as well. So I kind of had like the whole, like I had
athleticism
and training, So so it was an easy transition for me. But I think competing real hard at 7, 8, 9 years old, to me, I don't like that. I think learning the fundamentals at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then putting it into competition works out a lot better.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I see it on the training level too, where kids are almost sacrificing those fundamentals for desired results.
Okay,
so,
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do whatever I'm comfortable with because I know if I'm doing this and I'm comfortable with it, I might have some success.
Right.
I'm looking at mommy and daddy. I'm getting the attaboy, attagirls.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep doing this, and I'm going to be scared to get outside of my comfort zone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. And real quick, shameless plug, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what we're talking about, when Cousin Tracy was saying she was sending her granddaughter to Briggs, he has his own training situation as we build. I got my little We Build gear on, you know what I'm saying? We build basketball.
You get what you need. What you gonna do when you arrive at the place called there? What you gonna do when they count on you? What you gonna do when they need you? What you gonna do when they depending on you? What you gonna do when they shout your name? What you gonna do, period?
That was perfect.
You all wanted the lights. You wanted the camera. And you wanted the action.
Oh, shit.
And you got it.
Oh, shit, dude.
What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? You wanted thousands to see you. Some of you didn't believe it could be done at HBCU. But we've done it. Now, what you gonna do with it? Because they didn't just come to see you show up. They came to see you show out. So my question is, what you gonna do with the move? Let's maximize. Let's dominate. Let's take advantage of it. Let's make it subdue itself. I want you to have fun. The 3 words, what are they? Hard, discipline, antagonist. Let's do it all day long. I want to see it. Because we about to go out there and do what they want. Now give me my theme music. I like it.
So if you're definitely looking for, somewhere for your son or daughter to go get some basketball specific training, please reach out, and I'll make sure his information is up on the screen. I know I send every parent that asks me, send them to Briggs.
Yeah,
Family, send them to Briggs.
But you know what I can honestly say about Briggs, and we build hoops.
Yeah, yep.
We build hoops is that he's good with kids. Like you don't want just anybody around your child.
Yeah,
like
facts.
you don't want, and for me that was always because it's a little girl. Because I do have a little girl, you always want a person that you know has great, number one, credibility of being around little girls, right? And have the skill set and the comfort. Like you want your child to be able, because kids only learn when they're comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? When they are comfortable, they'll learn better. Right. And you kind of want, and Briggs and the guys that we build hoops, they're like really good with kids.
Yeah,
they're really good with kids.
Definitely facts.
I appreciated it. Just know the reason why she's not currently there is because it's a little far away. But we was getting her there though. We was getting her there, but everybody's schedules is hectic now.
Definitely.
That's what's up. Let's talk about this. We see a lot of male coaches and female basketball. And it hasn't been recently, but I've heard in the past, like females kind of complaining that the guys are taking all the jobs and they can't get jobs because, it's facts. If you look at it, we have no women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the highest level, coaching men's basketball. I know around here, I think the Ewan coach is a female, and I think it's another female that coaches boys. You know what I mean? There's a difference. It's a lot of males in female basketball,
but
not a lot of females head coach wise. Because you're starting to see female assistants, but head coach wise in boys basketball.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? How do you look at that? Like, does it matter? Like, you know what I mean?
So for me, I've never encountered any disgruntledness to my face anyway.
Gotcha.
But I can see it. I can see it, and it makes sense because it is unfair. You know what I mean? You got a lot of male coaches coaching women or girls basketball, but it's not the same on the flip side.
Right.
And women coaches are just as qualified.
Right.
I mean, I see it all the time, especially on the girls front, where female coaches they're kicking our butts just as much. You know what I mean? Like, so they know the game just as well as we do. And just being able to see these young ladies from where they start at high school point, like I got 2 or 3 girls right now that I know they're going to be coaches.
Right.
Like, they understand the game that much. So for me, being a male in that world, I really just I embrace it. I'm not here to say I'm pushing forward the movement. I'm just happy really to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm glad that they invited me into their world and allowed me to have any input that I possibly can. But I'm just happy to be a part of it.
That's what's up.
But I'm gonna ask you a question. Since you've coached both,
coaching
girls are different, ain't it?
What do you mean? Different in what?
Girls are emotional.
So,
and because I'm a girl.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Girl. You learn something new every day on the BYRDCAGE. Cousin Tracy is a female.
People forget sometimes. I just gotta remind them. But I'm just saying, like we're hormonal, we're emotional, so every day ain't always a good day, and I know as a male sometimes you gotta know. Tamika might not be having a good day. Let me attack this a little differently.
So for me, and Bird could probably speak to this, right? These young boys is just as emotional.
Yes.
These young boys are just as emotional.
Yes, that's true, cousin.
So
it's
for me,
different generation. Yes, that's true.
When I encounter it, and it's maybe because I'm a girl dad.
Right.
I mean, I have a son as well. I love my son. Right? But my oldest,
shouts out to Lil D.
is Deja. So I'm familiar with what it takes to interact. I'm familiar that, you know, sometimes I gotta stand down. I'm not being a punk. It's just
right.
that for the greater good.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta stand down. That being said, when it's time for me to put my foot down, they understand it. It's just a balance. It's a balance, and it's something that I enjoy. You know, honestly, I enjoy it more than coaching the boys.
Okay. That was going to be my next question. Like, if you have
100% honest,
okay.
Just because the ego is out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas, like, you know, a young man, you're 14 to 18 demographic, you know, he feeling himself.
Right.
You know, he's going through a stage, might have met, you know, a young lady. Now he feeling, you know, he feel like he got to come back at me when it's nothing to come back at. Whereas like on the female side, we don't deal with that. You know what I mean? Like it's more about basketball on the female side than it is the male side. Because if these young boys listen, all you gotta do is listen.
That's all you gotta do. Yeah, you're right.
The girl players listen to a fault almost.
Right.
Like where they almost become robotic. But like if you ask them to do something, it's like they trying it. They trying it to their fullest capability. They not scared to fail.
Gotcha.
So I definitely enjoy that piece for
That's
sure.
what's up. That's definitely what's up. One thing that me and Tracy always talks about, the youth movement, as far as just like we were talking about, you know, starting our kids earlier, like how do we get more girls just to come out? Because I know definitely in this area, Camden, you know what I'm saying? Like Wilson just got their basketball team back, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have enough girls to participate. Like a lot of programs in this area. Whereas back when we was coming through, you had freshman, JV, and varsity. A lot of teams now only have varsity. Some teams maybe JV, varsity. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. How do you? I mean, I guess there's no real answer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure if one of us had the real answer, we write a book and tour the country.
Right.
This is how you get them to come out. But just in your opinion, how do you think? Or what should be done to try to get more girls to come out?
When y'all watch this video, I need y'all drop the comments below and let us know, because I'm searching myself.
Right.
I've been at Med Tech for 4 years. We've only had a varsity program for the whole 4 years. We've never been able to facilitate a JV. We had 12. We ended up with 12 girls in the program. That's been a high since I've been there. When I first got there, I think we ended the season with 7 or 8. So while the participation is slowly matriculating up, it's like how do we get more girls? And you know, you deal with some of the same issues because it's a county school. We don't necessarily have a feeder program designed for us. So I'm assuming. I mean, we could do things like camps, things like that. That camp we did.
That was great. Yeah,
that helped. It's crazy because you look at Tony was there.
Yeah, you're right.
Ty,
Todd.
So those kids that came to the camp,
and then they came to West Tech. Yeah, that's true.
So that's something that we could possibly do. But I just like to provide more excitement around the game. I don't really know how to do that per se.
Right.
But you know what used to happen for us, and I don't see it too much anymore. But what used to happen for us, like the coach for the boys, when we had girls games. So girls games were, say the varsity boys were away, we were home. But the way Camden used to work was JV and freshman boys was home. When the girls was home, freshman boys was home. So the coach used to make them watch us.
It turned the whole energy up. And
it used to make them, they used to kind of make the boys watch us. Like, sit down and watch the girls play. You know what I mean? And that's how, when I was at Camden Catholic, it was the same type of vibe. Like, if they didn't have a game, when they was done practice, the coach be like, stay around and watch. Watch the girls. So then you had other school classmates from the school that would come in the gym to watch because they knew that the boys were staying to watch. So it kind of, that's how we was able to get people in the gym, because girls sports is never, like, we don't never have a crowd. Like softball season, it just be our parents there.
And it's great because that impacts the whole perception of the skill level of the game. So what I mean by that is, because there's nobody in the crowd, it might be a high-level game going on. You wouldn't know it because there's nobody in the crowd.
And for me, if you really my friend, I'm playing the day at home. You might want to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's more of that, too. Like, you got to get the kids to get their peers to buy into watching them, and then you know what I'm saying, getting up but like we used to have Camden Catholic girls games used to be packed.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, it used to be packed, and this was, but again, this was before cell phones and video games and social media. So we really ain't had nothing to do but to stay after school to watch.
Right.
We really had nothing to do.
Yeah,
It's definitely a collective effort, though, because it requires, like you said, the other programs, the male programs, the administration.
Right.
It really takes a collective effort in order to get people in that building.
And I think if it goes back to, because we had status, like when we were girl athletes, we had status. Like we walked around the school like the boys did with our jackets. Like we had status. So it'll bring all of that back if you can bring the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can collectively bring that. Like I know for middle school, what they did for us was they have an after school program. So they would bring all the kids from the after school program to watch the girls.
Right.
Watch the girls and boys.
Right.
You know what I mean? We could just keep that type of energy going. I think it'd get more girls to want to be part of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you kind of knew, like I knew, like it was I think she ended up being the AD at Camden Catholic. Her last name was Pritchett.
Okay.
She was like on varsity when I was a freshman.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, like she walk around here. She walk around Camden Catholic. Like she owns it. Like that's, I need that. I need that. I need when I walk down the hall, people get out the way. Right. Just because.
I'm putting this work in. You know what I mean?
And I think if we bring the student body back as well.
True.
Like if and that might be like a whole administrative thing. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, let's go support the girl. Yeah, let's go support the girls basketball team today, or let's go support the girls softball team today, or any kid that show up. Get extra points towards homework or something. You know what I mean? Just to bring that energy back.
I had the same conversation with my AD this year because you're just trying to get attention around the program. Like we struggle to even get managers.
Gotcha.
And I mean, we keeping it a buck. We was better than the boys this year.
Right.
Shout out to Coach Nick. We was better than the boys this year. We 22-7.
Right.
We lost one home game. We didn't have all starters.
Right.
And we pretty much undefeated
y'all was
at
rocking.
home. Why aren't there people here in the crowd? You know what I mean? We got a McDonald's All-American nominee. Why aren't there people there? We got a girl that our second best scorer scored 400 and some points. That's the second leading scorer. We getting to it. We putting buckets in the hoop. So why aren't there people here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's even on the, just think about it. That's even on the collegiate level and the professional level. The crowd is not the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's wild because, and even me, I'll take my grandbaby to go see, say, the Sixers before I take her to go see the Liberty.
Right.
Which don't make no sense.
Right. I got
like
you.
every year I say, yo, I got to get her to a WNBA game. I got to get her to a WNBA game. Do I go to the one in Washington? Do I go up to, because then they're not close, let's be clear. Or do I take her up to New York? And then every time I'm down, I mean, that's a whole, I'm just taking it to the
Right. Yeah, why don't they have a team in Philly? Like, are they talking about expansion?
They talked about it. I don't know how far they are
I
along.
think they're talking about
Okay.
kind of cutting some now too, right?
Yeah.
That budget.
Yeah.
Budget.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
But women's sports never bring in until it's a big game. Like South Carolina is always going to, because they're a big name and big game. You know what I mean? Then who the coaches, like, you know, those colleges that are big time, of course they get the crowd because they get, but a lot of that be student body too.
Right. True.
It's definitely different, and I'm appreciative because I had Deja, so I've always been around.
Right.
So I'll go to women's college games and stuff like that. I got one of my guys that's a trainer. He played for my AAU program, Jordan Williams. He's the head manager for the women's program up at Rutgers, New Brunswick.
Okay.
So he'll shoot me some tickets
Got you.
so I get in there. And he shot me some a couple years ago. That's the first time I seen Angel Reese.
Okay.
She was playing with Maryland at the time, and they was playing Rutgers. Man, she's so phenomenal.
Yeah, she is good. She had LSU.
Yeah. She get to it.
Yeah,
and it's like,
she
man,
get busy.
Caitlin Clark from Iowa.
Yeah. She can shoot.
Man, she put that thing up.
Yeah.
So they hear.
Right.
They just need the proper.
Need that.
Yeah, they need
Exposure
the attention,
and
the
all that.
marketing.
Yeah.
It's the marketing because, like, again, like I said, you know, for somebody who is trying to show little girls, like you can still be pretty in pink and be an athlete.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to take them to girl games, but
Right.
it's kind of challenging.
Yeah, especially if you don't have it there.
Absolutely.
True. Now, you just mentioned a little bit, so let's talk about that. Now, do you still have your AAU program?
No, so
Okay.
what I do now is I coach for the Titans. I coach
Okay.
the boys. I got a 7th grade team.
Okay.
Which low
Okay.
D team.
Right.
And I got a high school team this year, so I try to stay active.
Okay, with that.
during the fall
Now,
and
what's
spring.
your thoughts on the whole AAU situation? You know what I'm saying? Some people like it, some people don't.
So the way I explain it, and when I'm in training and I'm explaining it to my players, it's 2 different games, right? It's AAU is more up and down, fast paced, not a lot of structures, more concept based. High school is plays, is slowed down. It's a whole different dynamic. I don't think one's worse than the other.
Got you.
It's just 2 different games.
Right.
If you got the ability to play both, that's just going to increase your
stock.
value.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, AAU's give me more showcasing.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
more of a showcasing.
Right.
So, like, I tell a lot of people, first of all, you got to find the right AAU program that fits your
Definitely.
kid.
Absolutely.
And then, more importantly, AAU it shows what you got.
Yeah.
It ain't you're not there to learn structure and fundamentals.
Yeah,
it shows what
you're
you
there to
got.
show it.
Yeah, you try to show what you
show
learn.
you
Right.
what you learned. Yeah.
Or show what I got. Like, this is what I got.
Right.
You know, high school is more so for you're going to learn how to run plays. You're going to learn defensive. You're going to learn strategy. You're going to learn the how to get a basketball IQ.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the theory behind AAU is you should have the first or second best player from each local team on a team. So everybody in theory should be able to play.
Right.
Whereas in high school, you might be
have some
Facts. But you should be able to understand and play. So that really should, enhance your skill set or what you display.
Right. Facts. Yeah, it's definitely, what I mean, it's necessary. Like, I think the whole key, and I think Tracy just said it, is just got to make sure you're with the right AAU program. You know what I'm saying? Because some programs are just a money grab for the guys that run the program, and they
that's
not.
another thing, man.
That's-
Like, you might see kids with like 5 different AAU programs in 3 years.
Right.
Like, What you learning?
Right, what you learning? What we do? Right, yeah, exactly.
But that AAU thing, I was talking to a mom yesterday, and she said, my son wanted to do AAU, and I was like, all right, well, he can. She said, and then they hit me with the
Hit it with the price.
$850 tomorrow,
I think they tomorrow.
and I said, oh yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let y'all in on a nugget, and I'm sure y'all know this, but a lot of times those very expensive AAU programs, they usually have a sponsor team. So usually that high fee, you paying for that sponsor
Paying for
team.
the sponsor team.
You know
Got
what I
you.
mean? Which it's not a bad thing.
Right.
You just gotta understand what you getting into. Like, don't think because you going with, I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want to get blackballed.
Right.
But whatever team you going with, if you just because they have a sponsor team and they on the circuit, if you ain't on that sponsor team,
then you.
I mean, you got to
you-
evaluate who you are as a player.
Right.
And that might not necessarily mean you're not a college player.
Right.
You might not just be a D1 player.
Right.
And you got to be honest with
Facts.
yourself.
Facts.
Yeah, I was we were talking about this AAU program. Somebody was like, listen, bring your granddaughter over. First off, AAU is a lot because it's a lot of practice, weird days and times. Weird days and times.
All that.
And then the travel, right? That the guy for this team was like, yeah, we go to Cali, we go to Georgia, I need one that's local.
Right.
Because not doing that.
We can't
First
be
of
flying
all,
all over the place.
because first of all, I got the time at work.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
How
how's
about that?
you, like,
How we getting there?
yeah.
And even for those programs, right? So it's good sometimes to go around and challenge yourself and see who's who. But if you on a team that's going to all these different places, you better make sure that they're competitive. 1, 2, you better make sure you ready. To
Right.
compete
Yeah.
at that level.
If you're
you
going out
ain't
to
dominating the local scene,
Right, why are you going out to Cali?
Going all the way to Cali? You know what I mean? You
Facts.
can't even get out of here
Can't
clean.
even-
Listen. Plus, more importantly, she's 12.
Right. Yeah, well, that part too.
If she was 14, 15, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I need her to be seen.
Right.
We
We
gonna hold off on that.
Ain't got time for that.
Absolutely.
Ain't got time for that. That's what's up. Now, March Madness has kicked off. You know what I'm saying? My brackets are trash already.
Everybody, you might as well blow yourself. Listen, they put up a statistics on the news. Was it the news yesterday or ESPN? One of them might have been the news. They said out of 20 million brackets, 658 were the only ones is still good standing after the first round of play. Because you know that Arizona Princeton thing jacked people up.
The Furman, however you said.
Yeah. They said
whatchamacallit, beat Purdue.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What's going on here?
Yeah, that fairly did. Yeah, so they said everybody just might as well ball them up.
Yeah, pretty much.
And to have all that on one bracket.
Right.
Get one.
Right.
All that
you know
on
what I'm
one
saying?
bracket.
Like, what are we doing there?
That's crazy.
When they put that up, I'm like, And then we were talking like 600. Somebody, they probably went to Furman.
Right.
I'm betting on my team. I'm buying on my team.
They ain't even pick them. They ain't even had them jokers picked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, coaching wise, you doing your thing over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You did what you say, 22-7 this year?
Yeah, 22-7.
You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. Future wise, as far as coaching, let's start there. High school, you got plans? You want to go to the next level? Like, how far you want to take this thing? Or you just rocking out right now and see what happens?
That's a great question. If I'm being honest, I don't really know. I don't know. I really don't know how much I got left.
Right, I got
to be honest. Like, I never really thought I would be this far in with basketball.
Okay.
Like this many years.
Okay,
I'm 41.
I got you.
I'm still dealing with basketball every day.
Right.
And which is cool. I love it.
Right.
I love basketball. Like, and it's I've put a lot in.
Yes.
It's cost me a lot.
Right.
So I really don't. I'm enjoying it while I'm here. But you know, I feel it.
I got
it's
you.
Coming. It's coming.
He gonna be like you. He gonna be like you. We talk about I ain't coaching. This one, she stops coaching every year. I ain't coaching no more, and then. Every year, next year, there she is on the sideline.
It be by default.
Okay, if you say so.
It really be by default.
And it's crazy, like,
so.
And like, you know, like at the end of the year, especially, you know what I mean? Especially you end on an L.
Yeah,
man. And you gotta see these babies go off, and you know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to coach them in the same capacity. No team is the same. You gotta regroup. Like it take a lot.
Yeah,
it's
true.
a lot.
I feel you.
True, definitely true. How's We Build making out?
Everything's good, man. Thankfully, we still here. 8 years strong.
That's what's up.
Yeah, 8 years in March. Yeah,
right.
8 years March. 6 years at the facility that we had down.
Okay.
You know, it's beautiful just because. Just to see where it's grown.
Right.
Like, it's not just me. It's,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I've got trainers, you know, come under my wing.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some of those trainers go on and start their own thing.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? To see, you know, where some of the kids are that have trained with us, you know, got kids playing at, you know, Rutgers and all different stuff, man. Like it's cool to watch. It's cool to see.
That's
it's cool to see the impact. So, you know, that's
definitely what's up. Yeah, you do a good job with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do a great job with that.
I gotta go back.
Good.
You said something that I think I just digested. You said I'm 41 and I'm done. I'm about to be done. Tell this man over here, Mr. Aged
I
Swiss cheese over here.
I commend
You
him.
said 41, like, yo, like he been at this thing 100 years. He's like, man, I'm 41. I don't know how much I got left.
I commend him. I definitely commend him.
Tell the goat cheese over here.
I don't see how he doing it. I really don't see how he doing it. I don't see how he doing it.
Because you aged. You're seasoned.
I'm seasoned.
Like goat cheese.
Seasoned.
Like,
I'm seasoned. about old, like a fine wine. You know what I'm
Us
saying?
with the I'm 41. Boy,
Yeah,
what?
you know what? Now that you say that, I'm like, wait, he did just
Listen.
41.
41.
You got a lot left. Yeah, you got a lot left.
Your
You
take
got a
ain't even
lot left.
half full.
Yeah, you got a lot left. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
cost me a
listen to
lot,
Briggs. We ain't listen to Briggs. You got a lot left.
We'll have this conversation 10 years.
Right, 10 years from now.
You
You
gonna be like, I
rewind
don't
it.
know how much. He gonna be like, I don't know how much I got left at 51.
Right. Oh.
Like y'all gotta think. Like I do this all day.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
On
with the
top
training,
of the
with the coaching and the
I
training.
do the training.
Yeah, true.
I got
true.
the baby at Rutgers,
True,
Camden.
true.
I'm trying to coach her.
got
and
Lil
Lil
Briggs.
D, trying to, like my life is
True.
nothing but basketball. I literally touch a basketball
Every
every
day.
single day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
still.
God bless you.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
When you put it that way, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
like
I don't know how much you got
every
in
day.
you. When you put it that way, I don't know how much you got left.
It's crazy.
But it definitely ain't because of that age.
It ain't because of the age. It ain't because of
No.
that. That's what's up.
He said
That's
that all
what's up.
proudly.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
41.
I'm 41. Yeah.
Boy, what? To see 41 again.
And I'm saying it now, right? Because I was at a basketball event this morning, and this dude, he a young trainer, he asked me, he was like, what school you go to, or what school you went to?
Right.
I ain't know how to answer. I said, bro, I've been out of school 25 years. What you talking about? You talking about high school, college?
Yeah, what we talking about?
I graduated in 99. What are you talking about? he born in the 2000s. That's what really made me feel old. I'm like, nah, this is crazy, man.
This is crazy.
Listen, I know how you feel
Oh man, that's what's up. That's
when
what's up.
when they hit you with the Miss Tracy. Let me buy Miss Tracy's. Let me get Miss Tracy's.
Right. It's like what?
Crazy. Now they want onk you. Now they want
Oh,
onk you.
I get
Stop
that
onking
all
me, man.
day.
Stop
What's up,
onking. Please stop
Onk-
onking.
Yo,
me.
onk.
Do not
Yeah, yo,
onk me.
Uncle Briggs.
Yo, Unc. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Just call me Coach. Coach.
See, I'm glad I don't get that. I only get the T. Yo T. I'm Yo T.
Oh, I tell you what though, I'll take Unc better than OJ. OG just makes me feel extra old. What's up, OG? Like, nah, give me Unc. You know what I'm saying? Give me Unc and whatnot. Any shout outs, anything you want to shoot out there? You know how we do here in the
Listen,
cage.
you know, every time I come on, man, I got to give a shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
Because I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in without him. You know, I tell everybody, if you on his staff, you get an opportunity to do things that you normally wouldn't do. He gives you opportunities to really showcase yourself, work on your craft, all while being under his umbrella. So for that, I always appreciate you.
It. Thank you.
Shout out to cousin Tracy. Of
Cousin
course.
Tracy?
Yeah. My daughter was like, "Is that Bird wife?" I said, "Nah, this is cousin."
Because I'm a little crazy. I'm a little insane.
Yeah, man, it's just an honor and a privilege to, you know what I mean, just be a part of your staff and watch everything that you do. You know, I still come to the game.
Yeah,
definitely,
definitely.
I always feel part of the West Tech boys program, even though they kicked me off the sideline. That's really why y'all lost.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
You're right.
really why y'all lost. That's the first game that I wasn't on the baseline next to the bench.
Yeah.
You're right.
They told me
You're right.
I can't beat it. I
You're
can't
right.
stay. I've been standing
'Cause
there for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then they told me,
Yeah.
you gotta go sit in the stands.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that might be it. I gotta fire somebody. I gotta find out who made that call.
Same,
You know what I'm
probably the same
saying?
people that told me I couldn't sit
Yeah,
behind the bench.
yeah, they had.
It's crazy.
Come on,
It's
people.
crazy.
Come on, West Tech.
When the girls won they 2 sectionals, I was
You-
standing
right
right in
there,
that same
right
spot.
there, right
I always
there.
stay in that same
I
spot.
did not even notice that.
They got to cut that out.
Yeah.
They be showing
Gotta
off.
do better, people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Well, Briggs, we definitely appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Sliding through.
doubt,
You know what I'm saying? Wealth of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll make sure his info is up there and whatnot. But you need some basketball training for your loved ones. You know what I'm saying?
Send him his way.
Send him his way. He will
We
get him right.
training.org. Hurry up. Schedule's getting compact.
Yeah, hey, got to get at it.
Yeah,
get
that
at it,
schedule
get at
be-
it, get at it.
Yo, I used to be like, yo, Briggs, she coming, hold my spot. Payday next week. I got it.
I got it. That's what's up. But yeah, real talk, man. Just glad that we was able to make each other's acquaintance many moons ago, some years ago, and develop into a great friendship. And I definitely appreciate you. Definitely proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He was the first coach on my coaching tree. You know what I'm saying? And he's out there making Coach Bird look good. I'm taking all the credit too. I'm like, I taught him that play right there.
He took that out of my book.
I taught him that drill right there. You know what I'm saying?
He took that out of my book.
But yeah, super proud of you and what you're doing, man.
Appreciate
And
it,
just
man.
much
Appreciate
continued success. You know what I'm saying? Cousin Tracy, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, because you are just as busy as I am, but we always seem to be able to make these tapings work.
Yes,
so thank you. You know what I'm saying, for being part of this and getting us to where we need to get to. You know what I'm saying? These brackets. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to watch, but I just donated.
You winning it all.
I got Alabama to win it all.
Okay.
So hopefully they can
pull
through. Because you know what the thing is though, and before we let Cousin Tracy wrap up, everybody's losing.
Right.
So it's like I still have a chance. My top four, I'm knock on wood, watch they get knocked off today or something. But my top four is still, my final four is still intact.
Still alive.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody have Furman. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody have FDU. You know what I'm saying? So we all lost. So I'm still in it. Hopefully. I haven't checked the status yet, but hopefully I'm still in it. But like I said, my final four squads is still in there. So hopefully they can keep rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? What you got for us today?
Oh, I actually don't have a whole lot.
But
again, Briggs, I'm proud of you. Thank you. Again, anybody out there that wants your child to learn fundamentals as well as be loved while they're learning and getting taught properly, We Build Hoops is definitely the spot for you, especially for those moms out there that want their little girls to learn. He's a good dude, and his staff is good with young ladies. Bird, although people think I'm your wife, I'm your cousin. So, just know, we're going to continue to say it. We really are related.
We are related.
So, and last but not least, it's springtime. And y'all know what that means for me. That means I'm going to continue to remind everyone to declutter your mind as well as your space. If you take time to do the spring cleaning in your home, also please definitely spring clean your mind. Mental health is important, and just like you take pride in how you physically look, and we spring cleans our homes to make sure our space looks good for when people come visit. Clean out your mind so you don't have people sitting in there sharing that space. You have to declutter your mind as well. So as usual, I will say mental health is key to living life and loving yourself. Self-care is definitely important. And again, it's springtime. So if you're spring cleaning everything else, please take time to spring clean your mind.
True. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, on that note, episode 89.
89.
Episode 89. And when I look back, it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, we episode 89. Like, we really doing this.
It kind of reminds you of, you ever look at old shows and how far they come?
Yes.
Like, you look at the first episode, you see that, that the production wasn't as stellar, and then the quality gets better and better. That's what it looks like around here.
Yes.
He got fragrances blowing in here and everything.
Aromatherapy.
Custom headsets. He got a little bird. Y'all probably can't see. He got the BYRDCAGE logo on the headset. This is nice, man. This is dope.
We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. Yeah, he's in that little fragrance, y'all saying. Yeah, we do. We want our guests to come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll come in like, yo, that's stinking
like
there. Yeah, right.
We just want it to look like one.
Exactly. That's what's up. Well, again,
My name still ain't on the wall behind it.
Okay, we gonna talk about that. Right. I definitely gotta get with Tone. Tone Loke, I know you watch. Hit me up, Tone. I need your services. You know what I'm saying? Before she try to do it herself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But episode 89 in the books. Once again, I am Sechuayo, aka Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE Show. And we'll talk to you soon. Yes, indeedy.
It was a stone groove, my man.